Hey everyone, so I have to start with a voiceover from the beginning because I was crafting late at night and it's better if I do a voiceover. That way you don't have to hear my husband snoring. But this is what I started with. I started with the vellum on the left and then the 4x4 of my treat that I was going to document for day 3. And then I wanted to try a flip out pocket, which you see is the white. And then I also pulled out a few other random things like using the together foiled Heidi Swap word that I made, and also trying out one of the mini hexagon journaling pieces that was from the product Play 3. And so that's kind of what I started with, and I'm just going to try to be one of the cool kids and try a flip out pocket and document day 3 in a fun and different way. And I don't know, let's see what happens. Also thought I should just mention that the flip out pocket, when you open it, it's going to have in a creative bubble journaling card that I recolored and just added in my journaling. And then on the right hand side is going to be a photo of a show my husband and I are watching, Atypical. It's so good. We love our Netflix. And then I just added a bunch of Kelly Stamps digital brushes, and so that's the piece that I started with on the right. I decided to use one of those cool transparency sparkly gold hexagons from the December Daily kit, and I'm going to glue my hexagon fold out right on the 4x8 insert, and then I will put that transparency piece, and now it is done. I could have covered up the 2 other blank spots on the hexagon thing, but I'm just not going to worry about it. I'm also going to put on a gold 3 because I thought that matched well. And then I'm going to use one of my foil words. I wasn't sure if it went. I was just worrying too much if it went or not went, or if the foil even looked good. I don't know. Guys, do you worry about this silly stuff when you're putting together your albums? I do. And so I stapled the together, and I put a star in for the O. And then once again, just adding some word strips, which are my absolute favorite. I know I say that probably in every video, but I love the word strips. So I'm putting some word strips down on the photo, and then also another gold star as well. And then another another green word strip above the together. And here is the Netflix show insert that I was talking about. It is just a photo, like I said, I found on the internet, and then I added some Kelly Stamps brushes. I brought together a lot of different makers and product types in this video. And then on the back, I have a green striped paper that will be for day 4. So this layout actually sat for quite maybe a day or so, and I just did not like all the white space. It was just bothering me. So I decided to use my Crafty Jen Schow stamps and to add a bunch. The one I'm actually stamping right now says, "If kisses were snowflakes, I'd send you a blizzard," and I just think that is so cute. So I had to add that since the whole kind of theme with this day 3 is my husband and I and just our evenings together. I'm also going to stamp Ho Ho Hello at the bottom as well. And then I will be adding some stars and then some swirls. I also just realized that with my album, it's very colorful. So maybe that's why the white space was bugging me. I just needed more color in this spread, I guess. So adding these kind of balance it out for me as well. I also decided to add some swirls to the photo just to draw a little more attention to the photo and just kind of continue the theme of swirls as well. I'm also going to stamp some swirls inside the insert, and now you get to see a little bit closer, a little bit longer of a peek into this little insert that I'm doing. I'll also fussy cut a house in a little bit. And this one says, I'm not going to say it right, fa la la, love you. There you go. So So I decided to put that at the bottom as well because my sweet husband decided to go find these gingerbread mini cookie bags at a grocery store at like 10 o'clock at night. And because he knew I was craving them, and he was going to go out and get tacos anyways. So he's like, I'll just stop and look. And he looked, and they had them, and he bought me like 3 or 4 packs. It was awesome. I just love when he does little sweet things like that. So you just saw me fussy cut the little house, and I just added that to the bottom of the insert. Okay, so now we're going to start on 4. My original thought was to take 6x8 paper, cut it, and make a fold up window to include the journaling. But I took all of those videos out because, you guys, it was a mess. I kept cutting the window too close to the edge, and it was just not working at all. It was a mess. That's why I said earlier, I try to be a cool kid, and it doesn't always work. So I decided to go with a horizontal 4x6 insert pocket. Stick to what I know, which is pockets. And what you just saw me create was a 4x6 card with some more of the swirls and the stars. And then I just cut apart my journaling so that way it would be on 2 of the 4x6 cards. And then I will use an additional piece of paper, make a crease, and then, there we go, make the crease. And then I will make a flip up type of pocket. For some reason, flip up 4x6 pockets are good for me. I can kind of figure those out. So I'm going to add that in, and then I'm going to add in my journaling on a second piece of paper. And then I will also have that green stripe paper on the front to add a photo. So basically this flip up pocket, I think, is going to wind up with 4 sides. So the front is going to have the photo of the elves and the day, and then you open it and there's 2 cards with the journaling. And for both of those, I am doing swirls on the outside. I'm making the second one right now. And then I'm going to add some stars, and then I will glue the second piece of the journaling onto it. I followed Tazhiana. You have to go check out her December dailies. They're just masterpieces. And she is writing a lot of letters. And so I wrote a letter to our elves. Just when I thought we were done with elves, or like my kids didn't care about the elves decided to do the floss on day 4, and my kids were like wowed. And so I just wanted to basically write a letter to the elves about how much a part of our season they are. They're just part of it now, and it's a tradition. And I also decided to include on the left-hand side photos of when my son first got his elf, Melvin, and then my daughter as well. I could not find a picture of my daughter. Oh, I couldn't find one with her and her elf from long ago, so I just used one from when she was a baby. Okay, so did you see that flip up? It flips up, and then on the back, I just left it blank for now, but I'll probably print out a 4x6 collage at some point. So you can kind of see it right there, the gray and the white. That is empty right now, and I will just put a little collage on the back. And earlier you saw me use my hexagon punch, and I just made like a little flap. It's just there so that way you can pull it up and then do something with it. The tab isn't exactly in the right location, but it works to let the reader know that you need to pull out the card and you'll be able to see something more. So I'm adding that photo of Melvin wrapped in the floss, and then some of those awesome red stars from last year. And then I'll staple the 4. I just had to lift up the stripe paper and then just add some more tape to it, adhesive. So yes, there is my son with his big old cheesy grin from 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago. Wow, was it really that long ago? Yeah, because eventually I'm going to put the number stickers on it. And yeah, it was 8 years ago that we got Melvin. And then the bottom photo is my daughter in 2013. And that's not her elf, Matilda. But like I said, I went through all the hard drives and I could not find a picture of her when she was young with her elves. Really kind of bummed me out, but so yeah, we have 2 elves running amok in this house. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Decided to use one Ellie Studio sticker that had the type font, so that way I could put "getting into trouble" here, because that is the definition of our elves around here. And I'm also going to use, like I said, the red stars and then some hearts as well. And then I have another sticker that says tradition, and that's what I'm going to put the years on it. They're just white alphas. I didn't want to do gold because I had gold other places. So there we go. This is done. I did not make the desk look perfect, and I did not straighten the layout when I was talking about how it was finished. So there you go. This one is finished. It was quite a journey to get to this point and to figure out how I was going to document day 4. My original plan did not work, and so I went with plan B, and I really like this. I love documenting our elves. I mean, they cause such crazy chaos in this house and shenanigans, but my kids really love them. And like I said, just when I thought we might not be doing elves and they may not be enjoying it, they do. So day 3 and day 4 are now done. I hope you enjoyed watching this process video. I would love a thumbs up, or if you're new to my channel, a subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.